Hey folks, welcome back to Shadow Empire. This is episode 2 of my Let's Play series. My name is Ben, and I'm going to show you what happened in the last episode. Oh, sorry, what happened at the end of the turn. Okay, for those of you who haven't watched one of my series before, I generally don't show the AI resolution. This game won't be too bad, but it can get brutally long if you've got a lot of regimes in play. So the more AI, the longer the game will take to resolve each turn. And this shouldn't be too long, but I'm going to cut that out anyway. You don't need to see that. It's just not really helpful. I will then play the history log afterwards. So I'll just show you what happened here. We did get attack and push back by these. I don't know what they are. I imagine they're nomads. I think they're rifle militia. So yeah, that was basically it. We just got pushed back here. So this is the map at the start of play on turn 2. I'll show you the vidcom. The militia hold a parade to show their strength and loyalty. Always happens on turn 2. We've gained 1400 points private economy bonus points. And we've got a couple of cards. Alright, so in the last episode, one thing that I didn't do that I normally do on turn 1 is look at my leaders. And I have confirmed, pretty much I think now, but if you look at the capability level of these leaders, they're at least 2, and then we've got a 3 and we've got a 4. Going with meritocracy pretty much seems to be the way to go if you want better leaders. In the last game that I played, offline, I went with democracy and I didn't get any meritocracy all game. And I never saw a single cap 4. I was cap 1 and cap 2 with a couple of cap 3s. And, you know, out of like 20, 30 litres, I only had like a couple of cap 3s. So you really want to go with meritocracy at the start if you think that you're going to need it. And I think on this map it's going to be useful. Like, you can get along fine with cap 1 and cap 2 leaders. Every now and again a cap 4 or 5 will pop up, but meritocracy is a good choice. I think it's a good general choice for the first profile choice in where are we in this group here. The is this the philosophy? No, this is the social. So in the social, you kind of, where are we? Meritocracy, sorry. So yeah, meritocracy is probably the way to go. I've gone meritocracy, commerce, and heart. Now I don't normally go with heart early on, but character loyalty bonus is kind of useful. People loyalty bonus is kind of useful. This definitely helps you in combat as well. Normally I go with mind, but actually I think that, I don't know, I find that I never ever have a problem really with development with regards to research anyway. Let's have a look at our leaders, see what we've got. The commander of the first SHQ is Victor Osborne. He's a cap 2. He is mediocre, pretty mediocre in statistics. However, capacity 2 means he will, or capability class 2, sorry, means he will level up. And yeah, he's got high command of 34. Doesn't really have it much in the way of military tactics. Yeah, he's not great, but he'll do. He's also the faction leader of the Merchant Society. We've got an advisor in Aries Andamore, 68-year-old male, so he's kind of old, but he's a good advisor. Look, he's got reasonably high stats across the board. Intelligence 52 is really good. He's got high command and OHQ experience, and he would be pretty good attached to pretty much anybody. Next we've got the secretary. The secretary is actually pretty good. He's got a high technical rating. He's actually a technician. I could upgrade him to being a member of the Model Design Council, and that would be a good job for him. Technician basically means model design and discovery is really useful. So that's what I want to do. But the problem is, getting him to switch, relieving him is really expensive. Look, in political points, it's quite expensive. So we can't do that yet. I'm going to have to put him in later. We've got Nikki Ironman, who's a reserve pool member. She's not got the best stats. She is capability class 2, so that's not too bad. Yeah, very, very average overall. Ida Collane, who is the director of the Supreme Command Council. This is an important one. And yeah, look, she's got a really, really, really low command rating. And I forget if that's important for Supreme Command Council. I think it probably is. She's got some covert ops experience, which is going to be useful, but the rest of it, she's pretty crap. I think we're going to have to eventually move her out unless she starts leveling up pretty quickly. But I'm going to have to research this one because I forget if war is important for Supreme Command Council, but I think it probably is. We've got Paul Fornasis. He's our only Cap 4. He's commander of the 1st Machine Gun Infantry Brigade, and he's good across the board. Like, this guy could... I think I'm going to pull this guy out and make him an advisor. So he's going to be my second advisor, but I'm going to get him some experience here first. But he's got a decent OHQ command. He's got tank tactics, lead from front, gun tactics, offensive tactics. Basically, this guy's going to be a really, really strong commander. He wants to be... He's capacity 4. He's going to level up dead fast. I think eventually he's going to be becoming an advisor, and I'll have him as an advisor on anything where offensive tactics is going to be a thing. Now, this is going to be a useful advisor to have in order to counteract some of the negative events you get. Finally, we've got Lola Beathands, which is a great name. The governor of Kirkwall. High charisma, decent intelligence, investigation, high level. She's great. This is a really good character. Capacity 2 is not bad, and she's got a whole bunch of skills. She's going to be absolutely excellent. So she's an absolute godsend. Yeah, it says it's a female. Kind of looks like a guy though. Okay, let's have a look at the decisions for this turn. Beathands wants total power over a state. I don't want to annoy her that much. I don't want to raise autocracy too high. I want meritocracy going up. So this would raise autocracy and fist. We could raise heart, but if we reproach her, that's going to really annoy her. And I want her. We need to keep her friendly. Let's go with mind. Yeah, she didn't lose any. Relation with us. Militia parade. This could be really important. Allocating 200 credits as a reward for their services will give us plus 10 militia. That's expensive. I'm going to come back to that. Model Design Council probably wants to be on about 40%, maybe. We want political points early on for the Supreme Command Council. Before we do this as well, let's put the Model Design Council in. This is something that you won't know if you're new to this game, right? So when you've just created a new council seat, you really want to put, especially if you're thinking of increasing their spending, you definitely want to put your leader in first. Now, model design, Nikki Ironman might be okay in here. I think I eventually want her to be my secretary. I think she might be as good, decent as the secretary, but I can't afford the political points to remove my really good model design guy. However, we do have a fate point. Let's just see what else we've got to do this turn. Okay, not a lot. Oh, we've got a popular soldier in 2nd Kirkwall Mobile Battalion. I might increase... Let's go with heart there.
We'll go.
Okay, so that's Lola Beathands and Sacred School have gone up by 11 points. I'm going to have a look at the factions in a moment. So what we could do is we could use our initial fate point if we've got a stratagem that will give us political points. We have. So I could go for that. I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to call the secretary. I'm going to relieve him. I'm going to offer him a better job. That's 32 political points. But this will improve his relation. And then what we're going to do is, for the Model Design Council... Yeah, there we go. Look, Giggins, White Rock, suitability rating 72. Now, this guy is absolutely suited to this job. And Nikki Ironman has become my secretary now because it automatically replaces them. And this guy is great. He's going to be an amazing model design guy. Like he's only cap 2, but that's fine. That's not bad. That's better than cap 1. He will level up. This guy will be good for the rest of the game, pretty much. He's 44 years old, so he might die before the end of the game, but we'll see. But we want this guy in here. So that's actually made his relationship improve. Now, we did use a lot of political points. You don't necessarily have to do that. That's just going to keep his... This is going to keep this guy's relationship with us high, and he's going to perform better. We want Discover model on about 60, but because we want to discover the other models as quickly as possible. But to be honest, I think I might just leave it on 50-50. The reason being is because we really, really need to get that first infantry model design out first. So we're going to go for a new model of infantry. and brand new design. Going to get them with a carbine and an envirosuit. That's a no-brainer for this game, I think. Those soldiers we've got are absolutely terrible. We've got 330 cash. We're in 56 credits negative cash flow. Let's just see how... we've got 1.1 turn left on this. There's not much to sell. It's going to be one of them games where I think money is going to be really tight, I'm afraid. So expansion is going to be slow. We're going to have to really focus very, very hard on building up infrastructure. Yeah, it's going to be a good game. Let's have a look at factions. This is something I completely ignored in my last game, and if you play it right, it can really help. So where am I going? Overviews, factions overview. Here we go. So at the moment, we've got two factions. We've got the Merchant Society. They got 57% of the vote. They like Mind, so they're not going to do so well in this group so far. Then we've got the Sacred School. They like Heart and Meritocracy, so these guys are probably going to be going up. I'm probably going to be supporting these guys more. Their power base is mostly in the zone administration. These guys are stronger in the military hierarchy. Mind is something I probably can keep. I can keep these guys happy with Mind. These guys like Heart. I'm probably not going to go that high into Heart, but we'll see. So yeah, we've so far we've got Lola Beathands, Edna Collane, and Nikki Ironman. They're members of the Sacred School, and then we've only got two members of the Merchant Society, and that's Victor Osborne and Aries Andamore. Okay, so yeah, we don't have to worry about this so much at the moment. We just want to kind of try and keep them happy. The happier we can keep them, the more stratagems they'll make us, and generally speaking, they'll make less annoying demands of me. Excuse me. I think the temperature and atmosphere has changed really, really suddenly here, and I don't know why. It's just making me feel my nose really, really itch. Okay, Militia Parade. I'm not going to give them any... I don't think I can afford to give them this credits. So I'm going to say no. We probably could have done with that, but... And here we're going to put the funding into the model design just a little high. Just a little higher than Supreme Command Council. And that's going to make the relationship with Giggins White Rock go up. Now... Ada Collane has gone down, but she's not very good anyway. I want to replace her eventually. Okay, let's have a look at what we're going to be doing on the strategic map. Now, I played an espionage card, a spy card, and we've actually found some interesting stuff. We've got this Giza turbine, which we definitely want to claim. There's a military vessel, which is going to give us some bonus points in our military council. We've got the derelict ancient walker. Sorry, that's the bonus. Which one's this one? This is just research bonus points. This one is military research bonus points. And then we've got the Hermit's Cave, which gives us a governor experience bonus. Let's first see if we can do something about taking these back. I wonder if we've got any stratagems yet. No, we won't have any of those. We need Staff Council. I can't remember if your Supreme Command Council make those cards or not. But let's see if we can actually move in here. This is going to be really hard to win. 6-1's not bad. Now, bearing in mind, we're actually losing 20%. This is because of the difficulty level. So if you can see here, look, they've got a plus 25 modifier in hit points. So this is a lot. It's going to be a lot more difficult, this game. Let's try and get in with this and see what we can do. We're going to lose a lot of people.
Yes, sir. We're going in.
Okay, that's no way as bad as I thought. We just lost some militia, so that's excellent news. I'm really pleased with that. So we've actually taken out the closest of our enemies. We need to defeat this one now, so this is the next job. However, in doing so, I've just noticed this visa, and this is 30,000 free folk. It's absolutely essential we get that. So I'm going to go and start moving towards in that direction to try to take that. Meanwhile, my regular units are going to start moving towards this with this group here. What we need to do is we need to cut these guys off. I'm going to get my HQ around there. Now, I don't want these any closer to my city, because what's going to happen is we're going to get danger going through the roof. It's already increased 13% because these guys moved in here. So let's see what we can do. 4 to 1. 4.4 to 1 is not great. We've only got 61 recon points. There could be more than this. Now these guys, we can't starve these guys out. One thing we could do is we could just keep these chaps sat here for one more turn, raise their readiness a little bit higher. Still quite high. We're going to win this probably. However, if they've got a lot more people in here, then it might be a bit more difficult. I think I'm going to go for it just to see if we can get rid of them quick.
Yes, sir. We're going.
Yeah, we're going to lose some troops here. This is what I expected to happen in the last one. Okay, so we lost some militia. We also lost a couple 300 regular troops as well. Not the best outcome. However, we are recruiting 1,000 recruits a turn. We don't really have the industrial points to be able to do much about this at the moment. Yeah, we really need to get this ice mine up soon as well. That's going to be my next job. Let's just go to the trade screen. I think I might buy a couple of machines while they're still relatively cheap. Every time you buy them, they're going to go up and up in price. But I'm going to buy a couple and hope that we find some as we explore. I'm going to buy 2 more. That's what's going to be essential for getting up the ice mine that we're going to need. I think I might also buy some water as well while it's cheap. So let's get the machines first. I'm going to buy the water, because it's going to be a while before we get the ice mine. Yeah, let's just get all the water we can afford. There's nothing really we can sell. We could probably sell some fuel. The thing is that, yeah, it's just not worth selling the fuel. We're really, really low on money, as expected on this game. I knew this would be the case. We've just got such a small population. We've got to grab this. This is going to be essential. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something sat on it. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. Okay. So that is about it for this turn. Now, I don't think there's much more we can do. We could probably attach this advisor. This guy's good. He's got a decent war command. He's also decent on intelligence as well. I might actually call him and attach him to the Model Design Council. Alternatively, we could attach him to the Supreme Command Council because she's not good. So maybe I'm going to do that. Just getting those extra bonus rolls, dice rolls might really help us. Okay, and that is going to be the end of round 2. Okay, this is round 3. Let's have a look what happened in the history section. Let's just play this through. Okay, so we got attacked and we stood firm. We are losing some troops, and we've actually picked up a GR unit here. Look, so you'll see here. Oh, it said GR, but actually it's just militia. Interesting. Okay, this will probably be part of this decision that's happening. Let's have a look at that now. Adventurers discover special location. These people want us to help hold on to this hex. Heart would improve relations with people, but I don't think I can do that. I don't think I've got much chance of doing that. And actually raising enforcement is pretty good, so just go for no. That's annoyed people, but we can't do it. I don't think we're going to be able to hold that. Let's get these guys down here and see if we can link them up before they run out of supplies. They're going to do a bit of starving. Now, we did find a GR grade unit. Let's just have a look at the VidCom. 2,100 private economy bonus points. 400 GR grade MG we found as we were searching through old silos. And we've got a Shadow Spy and Scientific Cooperation. Okay. Yeah, so we've done our early decision this turn. I want to try and get Visa. So let's see if we can get there. Okay, look, we've got a whole bunch of guys here. Let's not go too close to them for the time being. I think what I'm going to do, yeah, let's get these GR grade guys here. I do want to move in and take this eventually, but I think I'm going to have to spend a couple of turns manoeuvring into position. Let's get these guys around here. Next turn I'm going to attack. 85 recon. Let's see if we can open up a bit more here first. I'm probably going to put those guys there. The more of these you explore, the more chance you have of finding, you know, useful items. So, and like really, hopefully we could find some machinery or credits, because we're really low on credits. Let me just show you the treasury cash flow overview. We're only making 16 credits from service tax, and there was another credit made somewhere. We're basically making, oh no, so we're basically making 16 credits, but we've got 73 credits for expenses. I knew this was going to be a tight game money-wise, and it's always a bit like this at the start. Yeah, 3.3 to 1, we're going to have horrendous casualties. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to leave that. We did lose a few militia that turn. I'm not worried about that, actually. But let's get these guys searching. And I'm just going to probably replace those two. Oh, we can't even produce anything. Yeah, look, we've got no industrial points. This is because we are still building this recycling asset. What are we short of? Yeah, we've not paid all the metal yet, but we're short of industrial points. That's the issue that we've got here. Now I did buy some water, so we are actually making we were making food and stockpiling food. I could potentially trade some food away. No. Oh yeah, we can. I probably spent about, what was it, about 200 credits on water. We used 200. So I'm going to get 73 back. It's not a very good trade-off. One thing I'll say about this is, though, it does stimulate the economy, which is kind of important on these smaller maps, or these maps with less population. 70 for 645 food. I created 200. I'm kind of getting back what I paid for, I think. Nothing else is really worth much. I mean, I could sell some metal. I don't like selling metal at the start of the game. It's a really bad move. Selling water is okay, but we bought that because we've not got any water ourselves, so that's probably a bad thing to do. We do need money, though, so maybe I sell... Maybe if I just sell 200... And you. Yeah, I'm not really... This is not really very economical. It's not very economical, but I think I'm probably going to have to do it. Let's just see this as a bit of an investment in the economy. Okay, that is about it for that round, I think. There's not really a lot more I can do. I don't have any spies to play. We could get... getting fear is one way we can get some fate points, and we could use that to get some credits. The problem is with fear is it drops your happiness down. It gives you a maximum happiness that you can have. Now, danger is going down. Oh, the militancy is really high on the militia, look. Decreased with 5, but it increased with 5 due to high loyalty. So, that's interesting, actually. I wonder if we're going to get any... Which one is it? I forget where it shows you the militia points. Oh, there we go. You actually click on this. So, yeah, they're actually building a guards regiment. That's good. So we're going to get a guards regiment, which will be probably one of these. Yeah, it's going to be one of these. Just one of these foot-based militia units. So at least we've got those guys coming. I might actually move these guys up here and see if we can do, just explore some of this. And I've just noticed we've got Lizio here, which is a free folk town. We've got to get as much population as possible. This might, if this game goes on long enough, this might be a game where we need to start using robot forces, because there's probably not going to be enough colonists. You know, or there's not going to be enough population to really like, you know, wage war in a big way. It's going to be an interesting game, this one, I think. Okay, guys, I think I'm about done there. I don't think there's a lot more I can do, so I'm just going to roll the turn. Okay, we are into round number 4, and there's no decisions this turn. Let's have a look at the history lesson. Basically, there was nothing really happened. These guys moved back, and we were attacked here, and we just killed some troops. We didn't even lose anything. Now, there's a little bit of motion here. It looks like there's a fair few units here on this transport vessel. This is something we're going to have to deal with. So I've already moved this militia unit down. They're starving. I just wanted to make sure I didn't forget. I'm going to get these guys up here. There'll be AI here in Lizio, no doubt. So let's just have a look at the vidcom. 2,800 private economy bonus points. This is going to be really helpful in attracting population. And you'll actually see that if we go to Kirkwall, you'll see that when we look at the tooltip here, population increased. Luxury private economy attracted 1,500 extra free folk. So you see, because we've got a decent private economy, we're actually getting people coming in. I'd have lost population if it wasn't for that. So we can just about afford this rapid recruit program. I need to get another OHQ out fairly quickly, I think. If I can get two OHQs worth of infantry out, then we've got a, we're starting to look like a fighting force, shall we say. Let's deal with these guys now. I think that we are a little bit undermanned. However, if you look here, our readiness is pretty good. That's only 70. I think this is enough, though. I think we'll be able to take these guys out, and we'll also be able to basically stick to the 19 to 1 is quite high. Now, recon points might show that might be a little bit low. What you can do, this is something I've started doing a lot, is attacking with militia forces in. The militia forces will make a probing attack. If they start losing, they'll retreat, and you get recon points, and then you're going to lose less of your troops. So I'm going to do that. This is going to seem a little bit brutal, by the way. You're going to kill some troops, though. Okay, that's fine. They actually killed 200 troops. We've got 400 recon points, so we know exactly where the location of all the enemy forces are now. These guys did a good job. It was actually the rifle militia and the machine gunners that got the kills. So now we can probably just send in one of these infantry units. Let's find the one with the highest readiness points. These two opposing groups here are probably going to be the ones. So let's get them and them. 6 to 1. That's going to do it. Do you know what? Let's just have a look to see where we want to be going after this. You want to be, I'm guessing on Extreme, you really want to be efficient with your turns. And that's going to be a really important part of the game. Let's get these guys in. Wow, we've got a lot of troops here, look. There's lots and lots of free folk. Yeah, there's thousands and thousands of them. So these guys are going to require my regular forces to deal with. Let's just check with these militia and see if we can go. I can probably bring them up this way to see what we can get around here. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to attack with everything here. I think it's probably overkill. So I think I'm going to try and just attack with. That'll probably do it. Let's leave these guys open so they can actually move. Oh, I still lost someone. Okay, so we lost 300 men. That's not great. But they are really, really terrible troops. Terrible equipment, sorry. So now we've got a choice. Do we deal with this as fast as possible and get this village under control, or do we kind of like expand out this way a little? I think we should probably do a little bit of both. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push these boundaries back just a touch, and we'll start moving these guys over this direction. And we'll start moving these over this way. Yeah, I think if these attack me on force, I'm going to get pushed back. They're not going to hurt the GR troops, but I might give them the opportunity just to run. See what they do. They might come out this way and cut me off. That is possible. Yeah, 35 action points. They don't have that many action points to start with, so I think I'm going to leave these guys here. Just like sometimes if you start to encircle them, they will kind of go, oh, I'm being encircled, and they'll move back. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens there. I might actually move these just back that way. We've got another free folk group here, but this is largely, I mean, this area is pretty empty by the looks of it. Now, next turn, we're starting to get some industrial points in. That'll be because this asset's almost done, look. Yes, we just need, what's that, 29 industrial points to go. So, yeah, 29, that's right. And there's a little bit of metal left. So, yeah, we're about done with that. The turn after this, we should be able to start getting the ice mine up. Now, we are cash strapped, so it's just not really worth selling anything, is it? Metals I don't want to sell. Fuel I don't really need at the moment. I guess I could sell some of that. Not really getting much, but I'd rather sell that than the metal, I think. Yeah, let's sell 33 credits worth. We're not paying any troops, so at the moment their morale's not going to go down if they don't get paid. Really, I kind of want to pay the workers less.
Standing by. Roger that.
This is going to hurt, but I'm going to drop their workers' salary by 1.
Roger that.
Okay, so it decreased their happiness by 14. That's not good. This is gonna affect us negatively. However, they will recover, and eventually they will start going back up again. They'll be upset, but there's not really a lot I can do. We might start getting worker strikes, by the way. However, we've got a really good governor, so that's one thing that we've got going for us at the moment. Okay, I'm going to end the turn, and that's going to be the end of the episode, guys. So, hope you're enjoying the series so far. Let me know what you think about it in the comments, and yeah, any suggestions that you've got, please feel free to put them down there. I read every comment. I don't always reply to them, but for the most part, I try. So, I'll catch you in the next episode. Take it easy.